A lot of people know about how much they are receiving for the work they have done, but how many people know how much they should be paid? By the way, if you're interested to see or listen to more of our content, please like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and make sure to ring the bell. That way you'll be sure to always see our videos. But first, you should know about what is a wage. Well, let me tell you a complicated definition from Merriam-Webster's. A wage is a payment usually of money for labor or services, usually according to contract and an hourly, daily, or piece work basis, often used in plural. I took it slow this time because, gosh. In simple words, wage is the amount of money you are receiving, which you and your employer have agreed on, which is defined either by the amount of time you have worked or the amount of work you have done. You can find the minimum wage of your country in this website, wageindicator.org. Select salaries, again select minimum wage. You will have a list of countries where you simply need to click onto the minimum wage rates to know what is the minimum wage of your country. For example, I am looking for Burkina Faso. It will then be written the country's minimum wage, which is written in its own currency. And there is additional details if needed or you're interested. Please, it is super important to know that this website is not official. It will be better if you go onto the website of your own government to always be up to date with the minimum wage of your country. In countries like the US, they also have minimum wage, but it's not every state that has the same wage. And even some cities can decide to put their own minimum wage depending on the cost of living in the area. They also have special laws for disabled people or students. Minimum wage can also depend on the age that you have, if you're under 20, for example. Now, in countries like Norway, Sweden, or Denmark, they do not have a minimum wage. They actually work under the Nordic model. This is mainly due because trade unions ensure that wages remains high. So, more money, right? Though despite the high wages, Nordic model comes with high taxes, which everyone agrees on since it provides social services like education or childcare. Since everyone wants the best for the other, it helps workers and family to adapt to economic changes brought by global competition for goods and services. Although the minimum wage is a great concept, there is some downside to it. More often than not, minimum wage does not consider how much profit the business makes, which means that small businesses can face bankruptcy if the minimum wage is raised. So, after some reflection, my team and I thought that the minimum wage should be in consequences of how much money the business is making, and that the employee understands and is willing to earn less since the business would be smaller. Though, if the business expands, it would be expected to grow the salary of the employee. It would be unfair if not. So, hopefully in the future we will be able to see something like that, but for now, thank you to have listened to me. Bye.